Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex, and today we've got a special guest, former British boxer, expert financial advisor, educator and teacher, and also mentor and advisor / trainer to standout light heavyweight star Joshua Buatsi-Hutchinson, Duane Sinclair.
Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral.
Nice, thank you very much.
Say, brother, I got that made enough.
I'm humbled by that introduction. I'm like, who's he talking about?
Nah, man, I've done my research on you, and obviously I know you from boxing, but when, and also I didn't know you as a teacher as well, but when I, found out a few other things, I was like, okay, this is a very educated, smart black man we're about to talk to today, so I was very intrigued.
So how you been? What you been up to lately?
Yeah, just cutting through, like you're saying, staying fit. Got on the scales one day and I was like, nope, I'm taking liberties with myself. So got back to the gym, and usually when Josh has got a fight coming up, I start training as well, just in case he needs a sparring partner. Yeah, his camps have been going well, so I haven't had to jump in as often as usual, but just in case, you never know. So I like to get in that routine, at least staying in the gym, if that makes sense.
I hear that. What about you? What you been on?
Just the usual, man. Watching a bit of the Olympics.
Okay, just started yesterday.
Yeah. So I was watching this morning archery.
Okay.
Where you go watch your sports, bro?
The gunman there.
So watching the Olympics. So yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah, it's been a mad one lately. I'll tell you one thing, people. Be very vigilant if you are out in Paris or you are in London. I got my phone snatched by one of them little biker mice from Mars the other day. Yeah.
No way.
My Samsung S24, they was on one of them electric scooter bike things.
Yeah.
I'm there voice noting into a group, next minute, boom, see a white hand come out, boom, gone. I'm like, oh my God. So
I was on the train the other day, and the guy that snatched the phone kind of mistimed the doors. So he got locked in and they beat him up. Yeah. And the mad thing is, he's calling for the police. Yeah. I'm like, bro. So I'm just watching. I should have filmed it, Carl. I'm just watching. He just shouting. I'm thinking, let them beat him up, man.
Mad thing. So yeah, man. But yeah, let people know more about you, know about your journey and what you're currently doing. So we like to take it from the beginning. If you let everyone know, where you're from, what area, what's your background, for your parentage and stuff like that.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
Man. From the start.
Yeah, well, Croydon, born and raised, Fulton Heath. Parents are both Jamaican heritage. Well, not heritage, they're both born in Jamaica, so I'm first generation British. And so some of the things that I've grown up with, and I'm seeing it with my friends, or etc. I've seen different with my friends. I'm like, why are you doing that? But they're like second or third generation British. So it's like, you do that a bit mad. But for example, something that might sound mad, like dogs and stuff in the house.
Yeah.
That's
for my parents, that was nothing. But now, like, now that I'm older, dogs and cats, and it's like,
but
I'm a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm second gen, but I know not to have dogs. But that's why it makes me laugh. Funny enough, your old manager Dylan loves dogs in his yard. Yeah. But he's an immigrant, so But I don't know.
I see what you mean.
But that's not normal though. Normally pets are outside.
100%.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up around Fulton Heath, Croydon area? because Croydon was very different
Yeah.
back in the 80s compared to it is now. A lot of people don't realize that. So yeah, let people know.
Hey, you said 80s. I was 90s. I was born in the 80s.
I was born in the 80s as well, but I'm saying around the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2000s and that. I won't do that in the 80s. I was like,
remember, you can't speak on that time. Man.
No, but we'll play outside at least.
Yeah, no, but like you're saying, the things that you're hearing more frequently on the news, it was few and far between, and it was a specific lot that was doing that, and you're seen as like, where it's now seen as the norm, you were like, oh, those are the guys. You see what I mean? So it's like, I think what's happened is where we've grown up and our kind of generation's grown up and had kids, may have had kids early, those are their influences. So those kids growing up without them parents knowing, or might even done it intentionally, they kind of, where they haven't kept that life away from them, it's like they indirectly groom them, and then that's how they're acting. So then now they think that's normal, but it's made them 10 times worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, so the things that we was going through and the things that we were doing is happening at an earlier age of these lot, and more frequently, whether it's the violence, whether it's the drugs, whether it's I don't know, go in jail, whatever. The certain guys, I had friends that went in jail when I was in school, but it was like a big thing in it. But now this is what's happening with the kids.
Yeah. But what was it like for you growing up around there though?
It's decent. We was respected. Like, we had our issues outside, but because we didn't take the piss, we was all right with different areas. Like, the gang culture was there, but we weren't affiliated to one set, because we weren't those guys that kind of took the piss. So it was all right with everyone, if that makes sense. So we was doing our thing. So people knew that Fortineath, Croydon, that was our bit.
Yeah.
So if certain things was happening, they'll talk to, I say our bit, but I was one of the younger ones, the older lot. They would run certain things through them and whatever. And as I say, because I was younger, I kind of got looked after, innit? I didn't really get in trouble. I didn't go jail. I didn't do it. You see what I mean? I didn't really get in too much of that. Got into your normal kind of arrested and but I didn't ended up doing no sentence or because they looked after me, to be honest.
No, that's good.
So your household, was you, how many siblings did you have?
Yeah, there's four of us. Yeah. Both parents, everything. So yeah, I'm saying that it was just me and my older sister. We were the kind of naughty ones. You see what I mean? Yeah, my younger brothers, younger sisters, they was all right. But me and my older sister were the one that kind of got involved in certain things, and you know what I mean?
A lot of the times that is how it goes. So don't people quote me saying, "Nah, I wasn't like that." But a lot of the times, the older sibling tends to be the more naughty one, and then you don't want to follow in that kind of footsteps, and you end up going a different path.
You see it, but I think where I've always been in combat, I started karate at 8, then went on to kickboxing and boxing and whatever, bit of kung fu. The older lot used to kind of use that. You see what I mean? So I was kind of like a not a henchman, but like, D, are you gonna you gonna let him? What, D? You know what I mean? And I'd be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So them times, that's a big difference. It was more fist fight.
Yes.
You get me? Or you might get a glass Lucozade bottle.
Yeah, oh my God. I was thinking about that. I remember those who went Forrestal Boys, you know, there was an incident that happened in my school, which I think was the pivotal moment where they changed it from glass to plastic. Yeah, but that was mad. But it's funny you touched on about the Croydon thing, because I've always said that, because I remember growing up, Croydon was like seen as Surrey when I was younger. Croydon, Fortineath, you know, tram line, nice shopping centre, and it was a nice area. But what I think happened, like what's happened in Enfield and what's happened in, say, like Brentford and Essex, is that, for instance, with Croydon, the old Brixton man, them Junction man, them who made money from the roads back in the day, said, yeah, I'm going to move off ends out to so-called Surrey, but it's now classified as London now, but back then it was seen as Surrey. I'm going to move to Croydon, Fulton Heath, because it's nice big houses. Same with the old Enfield Tottenham man who went to Enfield. Same with the Harlesden Stonebridge man who went to Brentford, and the old East End gangsters all moved out to Essex. And then, as you said, because they don't keep the life away from their kids see how their dads and uncles are moving. So that sort of breeds that into the area. Obviously, they start off bullying up the areas because the area is a nice area. And then now everyone's got to get on job. And then now Croydon is like seen as one of the most feared places. Because now Brixton and Peckham and Lewisham, that ain't ends really. I mean, that's the thing we scream, but for the youngsters, they don't scream.
Those were the ends, innit? Peckham, Brixton, Clapham.
Lewisham, New Cross, Harlesden.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
A lot of gentrification gets involved in that as well, because a lot of our people see that they can't afford the living.
I remember they was looking to change Brixton to East Clapham.
Yeah.
You mad?
The rent around there now is astronomical. So a lot of people from the same kind of cultural backgrounds feel like it's too expensive, or they want their money to stretch, and they start heading to them outskirts. Dan was mentioning that's what I've seen a lot, also with what he said as well. But I feel like that's why you start seeing a lot of our peoples in these areas predominantly as well.
But I knew you was Jamaican by your surname, because that is one of the baitest Jamaican surnames going. Like Sinclair, that is everywhere. Like you know, that was Floyd Mayweather's original name. Floyd Sinclair, because that's his mum's side is Jamaican. And then he changed his dad's name.
Any Sinclair, they want to match you up and talk about you family this and start throwing names. I'm like, mate, I don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's too many.
This is not me, man.
So yeah, man. So how was school life for you? What schools did you go to?
I went to Ingram High School.
Start primary. Don't skip primary.
Primary.
Yeah.
Beulah. I went to
Infant
Beulah.
school.
Yeah, Beulah Primary School. Yeah, it's still there. That school's still there.
Same
Went
name?
through there.
Is that Beulah Crescent? Like
it's on that. Yeah. It's on Beulah Road, and Beulah Crescent's at the end.
Okay, I know.
So I went to that primary school. Yeah, a lot of people come through there, you know, and even my high school. A lot of like known names in that, like music business and in sport. But primary schools is all right. It's when you it's mad because you kind of start to find your feet. So when I went into secondary school, I already had a little bit of a rep. So it's like, it's mad when you think about the different stages in life that are actually important. So do you go into secondary school, not to be rude and say like a victim, or do you go in, you see what I'm saying?
As a hunter.
You see what I'm saying?
It's true, because in infant school, everyone's your friend. Everyone's friends, innit? We all play it's playtime, innit? Primary school, the first half is like that. And as you said, year 5 is when you sort of start finding your feet. And in year 6, you want to establish yourself. And then you go into secondary school as sort of, that is your trajectory of how your secondary school life goes. A couple people might change in year 10 when they get their little growth spurt or whatever. So they might start feeling themselves. But you kind of want to establish yourself in year 7. So those fights there kind of set the school box rec rankings, and those box rec rankings never change. Don't you notice that? From year 7, whatever you do in year 7, you're seen as the hardest in the year, no matter how things might change from year 9, 10, 11. You're seen because it's all about your early part of your career.
100%.
Until someone scores a mad upset in year 10, 11, where they might start developing, because some people are early developers, but normally year 7 is where you got to really stamp, because that's where I had my most fights, because that's where you get tested the most, because you're new in the school. Everyone's new, so everyone wants to. It's like people who go to prison straight away. New fish, we got to see who's running this wing. So that's how it is, unfortunately.
It's mad.
No, but I went to a boys' school, so that's what it's like.
I was at boys' school as well. So it's like but I think because the road that I lived on, it wasn't an estate, but it was a quiet road. So it's like, the way the people that were on the few blocks that we lived on, that was a surrounding, like I'm saying, they're known people now. So it was like, where people knew that I was affiliated with these people, I knew them, or they see me as little bro and whatever, going into school, like you said, they wanted to test you. And my sister being older and the foolishness she was carrying on there. Oh, that's her brother. So they wanted to test you, but they didn't know I was already training to fight since I was 8.
Oh yeah, with the martial
You see what I'm
arts.
trying to say? So I went in there and I was just caking up older boys like year 9s, 10s and whatever. So from then, like you said, when you done whatever you've done, they remember that. When they saw what you done then, you don't have to fight again.
No.
Like I could count, if I got people from school, I could count the fights that I had in school because how the other person ended up, no one else didn't want to end up. You see what I mean? So it was like, people would run at their mouth and try, but nothing really kicked off after that because they seen, or if you use my boy and we had a fight, I was quick to jump in and they seen that you don't fight anybody that's around us because you're not fighting one of them.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You're not fighting, it won't be 1-on-1. If you catch them by themselves, it's 1-on-1, but later on it won't be. You see what I mean? So, so yeah, I think, like you said, it goes through. And the funny thing when you said about being remembered, I remember one time there was like something mad in West Croydon going on, and someone jumped out their car and was like, I think it's like late teens. Someone jumped out their car, boom, 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 going on like he was on stuff. And one of the guys in the crowd goes, "What? Shut up. I remember you from school, yo. I said, "Rah, this is a grown man." So whatever was going on in school,
He's harbored it.
that's carried on to that. You can't go like you're bad now, cause whatever happened in that school, they remember. So like what you said earlier, it's like you started your career and mama didn't do nothing, cause he could have been on stuff and said, "What are you talking?" He kind of went, shrunk again.
Yeah, because don't try and respawn and act brand new now. Just because you got a couple jewels and a couple garbs.
So it's bad.
Because vending machine, the man was to get me a Dr. Pepper. Run me your lunch card.
Go shop and that.
Yeah, go shop. Go Abdul's. Yeah. So but no. But
school was nice, man. But yeah, again, like I think again the culture is different. Again, the amount of madness I did in school, I didn't get kicked out. Just suspended. You see what I mean? Long suspensions, or short ones, or internal, whatever. I didn't get kicked out of school, but the school that I was in closed down. It was on the news a couple of times for kind of the badness that was carrying on.
What school was that?
Ingram. So like,
was that the second?
There's the secondary,
okay.
secondary school. Primary was all right. Just went through there, established yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
Ingram, it went. The school closed down. All madness, like guys from other ends driving through the gates, boom, lick off the school gates, jump out, run a man down with axe and that.
Oh my
because
God.
of the foolishness that people, because the school was, it was serious with the guys that went in there. Closed down. It was on the news, I say a few times. Closed down. They relocated it, changed the name, but still the same people in it. So
ain't nothing changed.
now the school don't exist. It's a primary school there's now.
Oh, okay, I hear that.
You see what I mean? So it was fun. You learn a lot, and like I was saying, it's either you learn from it and grow from it, or you don't learn and you let it take you over, and then you end up going in that slum, in and out of jail forever.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
what subjects was your favorite subjects, and what do you feel you excelled in?
Bro, do you know what? I would have said none, but to be fair, I think I would have to say it was art because
talk into the mic.
Yeah, I did. I would have said none at first, but to be fair, I would have said art now because looking back, I hate PE. I hated it, and maths, all of that, I hated it. But with art, getting kicked out, even when I went through to college, I didn't finish college. I got kicked out of college. That's why I got kicked out of old colleges. I got banned from colleges in Croydon because same sort of thing. Things followed you from school. Guys from other ends coming to the colleges, bringing the college to disrepute. Once you get kicked out of one college, the rest in that area don't want to know you, this and that. So ended up going to a college in Leicester Square.
What was your first college you went to? Did you go Croydon College?
Coulsdon.
Oh, Coulsdon.
Yeah, got kicked out of that. But I was September, got kicked out by December. And they said I can't come back before they kicked me out, they said, you can't come back while there's students. So you got to come back. I had to come back in the holidays for them to kick me out because of the people that was coming down the school, college for me.
Oh.
So they was frightened for the rest of the people. You know what I mean? So you can't come back while there's students. Come back for the interview, for your exit interview. at this date. I had to come in the holiday. You see what I'm saying? So it was mad. Got kicked out, all of that. And then I think my brother, my younger brother, he went university. I was like, what? How can I be big brother and I'm just getting nicked and being foolish? This is embarrassing. So then one of my friends from the college, they said, look, you was good at art, because I went and done GNV, no, I can't remember, something.
Yeah, GNVQ.
Was it that? Yeah, GNVQ in graphic design. So I was doing that. I said, hey, you're good at art. I goes, yeah, but I ain't got no qualifications. I only got GCSE. Like, I smashed GCSEs. I ain't got no, so if I got to go uni, they're going to want A-levels. I goes, no, try. So anyway, long story short, I made a portfolio, because I knew how to use all like the Adobe packages and Photoshops and all that. So made a portfolio, went and done the interview, and this gave me unconditional space for the graphic design. So yeah, I got unconditional. So I was glad, because if they said, yeah, get a C or A or whatever it is in A-levels, I'd have been done. So I got unconditional space, and then from there, I used that to get the other qualifications. See what I mean? To get, and from the finance, what you mentioned earlier, that's how I ended up becoming a maths teacher. Because I ain't like maths.
Yeah, that's what it is, God. I knew you was a maths teacher, but wait, I was saying, I didn't know if he said he hates maths. Nice.
Yeah, it was, you know, it was the school I went, the first school I taught in, after I was working in banks and doing financial advice, you had to have a second subject. So I was doing ICT and computing because of the graphics, but then you needed a second subject. So I said, you know what, I'm not a maths teacher. So I can do foundation or key stage 3, like year 9 and below, because I can't do A-level maths because I haven't, unless I learn it and then teach it. And I don't want to do that. So then, I just got into learning. So I know the curriculum for foundation because of the years I was teaching it. You see what I mean? So it just, and obviously I know how to deal with numbers, but it wasn't a subject for me, even though I'd done the GCSE in year 9. Yeah. It was mad. I could just do it. Yeah. No, not even. I'd done the maths GCSE. I'd done the SATs and I'd done the maths GCSE in 9.
Let's rewind. So when you say you hate this stuff, because it reminds me kind of like me. I just done my maths GCSE, but I didn't revise or nothing like that. Yeah. But it's like, are you one of them people that you don't need to do no revision? Because to my knowledge, when you're saying you're hating this stuff, I'm thinking you're just not even good at it. When you're saying you're doing
I done all right, but I didn't like it. So,
you must have been just naturally smart.
That's the thing. But remember as well, you had coursework.
Okay.
So I smashed the coursework. So I went to the exam already with a C. So then when I done whatever on top from the exam, they gave me the good result. But the kids now, I don't know. Well, there's no coursework.
No, and I think, even my day, I don't really done coursework for maths. I don't think.
You see what I mean? So we had coursework. So then, I think that's the deciding factor. I was good at it, but I didn't like it. So like now, if it was solely exam, revision and I don't know how I'd do because the coursework's over time. You see what I mean?
Yeah. It's over a space of like a year.
You see what I mean? So it worked out for me.
So then, how did you get into boxing then? Because you was doing martial arts before. So then, what age was it you decided to go boxing, and what made you decide to go to a boxing gym?
Yeah, I was so I was at a kickboxing club. It was over. Do you remember In Shops in Croydon? You might not remember it. It used to be like a small indoor market, and above it there was a kickboxing gym called House of Pain. Oh no! And it was decent. And do you know what's mad? Adam Booth was the boxing coach there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And this is when I was growing up. Yeah. Adam Booth. He came. He was probably there about 2 years before it closed down. But he was the boxing coach there, and I was good with my hands. Right. More so, even though I didn't karate, whatever, I was better with my hands, quicker with my hands. So then I had a few fights, whatever. Got up to had a world title shot, but it's nothing to gloat about. Kickboxing is different, trust me. It's not like boxing. That don't mean nothing. Trust me.
Injured in kickboxing, which led you.
That's it. Exactly that. Exactly that. I got a groin injury, and I was fighting at 75 kg.
Okay.
And then a groin injury, and I just got lazy, and then went to South Northern Victory, like I was saying, because I was good with my hands. People was like, Wayne Alexander from Croydon, he's like, just forget all of that, go pro. But then he told me about South London Victory. You might not remember this.
Yeah, big up Wayne.
You see what I'm saying? And told me about South London Victory because I was trying to find a gym. And he's like, just tighten up your skills and then go pro. You've had enough. You've had ring experience because it wasn't kickboxing on the mat. You know, the one that's in the ring.
Yeah,
it was that type of kickboxing. So it was similar to Thai, but you just didn't elbow and knee. So I was like, all right, let me do that. But when I went South London Victory, it was completely different. Boxing's different. I had to fix my stance. I realized how much I didn't know and whatever. So going pro, I was like, nah, I don't know enough. And then I just ended up staying at South London Victory. I think stayed there about 6 to 8 years or something. Done good. Represent the country. Represent London. I didn't win no ABA, but semi-finals, quarterfinals, the London champions, and like I say, represent country a couple of times. So done good.
Talk to us about, because I know I didn't box for them, but talk to the people about man like Terry Smith, because that brother is a scary guy. Surely when you walk through the gym, this brother's like Dolph Lundgren from Universal Soldier.
Terry, he was like, he's no nonsense. He no matter where he was from, discipline was his main thing. Yeah, with timekeeping, respect. He's like whoever came through that gym and stayed for a length of time, he's like a father figure. Like he transformed a lot. So like even down to things that I was doing on the road, the boxing pulled you away from it.
Yes.
And you think the amount of times you had Terry that was going to court for people to represent them and give them character reference and whatever, because he cared, like literally cared. So it was like you didn't want to let him down. It was mad. It's like he become like a father figure. If you're gonna be late, you're like, oh damn, scared to go in. You think, you know what? I'm just gonna phone first, see what Terry's mood's like, because he would tell you, all right, go run or don't bother come. But if you came in to get turned away, the embarrassment's mad. Yeah. So I was trying to. I was lucky. I never got U-turned. I never ever got U-turned for some reason. I was lucky, but I'm there and I'm seeing Josh get U-turned, and I'm like.
Yeah, because
I'm like, boy, phone first, man. You get me? Man. No, me and Josh, we're both running late. We phone each other. What's going on? Do you know what? Let's go in at the same time. And it was all right. When we went in at the same time, it was all right because like, all right, you two trained together. You see what I mean? But one of us was late. You'd get U-turned. I think because I was always like a few minutes before. So I got the blind. He was past the blind time. You get me?
But that was a serious club. I remember I boxed Martin Madonna. Yeah. Because there was two of them there, funny enough, even though there was bearing them in my gym as well. But Martin Madonna. Man, it was a good club. And Terry's very respected. I see he's even still training guys now and he's like 80 something. He's still doing pads. I see a video of him the other day. So big respect to him, man. And I can see he's very influential. Don't matter what background you're from, traveller, Afro-Caribbean. He treats everyone the same, and he commands the respect from everyone. As you said, timekeeping, regimented, discipline and hard work. And
even down to your boxing, the nitpicking. It's only when you advance through boxing you realize how much those small little details that he was not letting slide made a huge difference in your performance. Because he still comes to Josh's fights. I'm saying Josh, but Joshua Buatsi for guys that don't know. He still comes to his fights now. You know what I mean? Or he will call me, because Josh is in and out of the country, he'll call me and ask me, or call Mark and Mark Gillespie, ask him like what's happening, such and such about us all. So he stays in touch. He actually cares. You know what I mean? So all those times we was like, Terry, man, cussing and whatever, but it made you a man. You see what I mean? It's only now when you look back, you appreciate. But even at the time, we appreciated it because we kept coming. Well, there was guys that left the gym because they couldn't take the discipline, but we stayed. So we indirectly we did appreciate what was going on. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but it shows good character by you guys because you stayed. Because as you said, there's a lot of people, especially nowadays, guys like Terry. Training a lot of kids now. A lot of kids are very sensitive.
100%.
So that way of him training, he would scare a lot of kids away, and they'd be saying, "That's wrong. You can't use that language." Tyler. You know what I mean? He'd be too greasy for a lot of kids.
Even even parents nowadays, kids can go and say, "Oh yeah, mum, dad, or this he wasn't." We're like, "Yeah, we're going down there." If you say that to our parents, we're like, "Yeah, you need it," or you know what I'm saying, discipline or this and that. But the parents nowadays,
it's funny because even one of the times my daughter was waiting for me while I was training there. Yeah. And Terry was laying into one guy because I don't know, he must have been kept continually doing the tech wrong. On him. A couple of days later, my daughter was like, "Dad, is Jack all right?" Because she remembered that Terry was on him. I'm like, "Who's Jack?" You get me? She started telling me about this time. She was little, she's about 5. You get me? She's like, "How's Jack?" But like you're saying, they're not used to that. The real discipline. So she was like,
yeah, because I remember I had a trainer, Tom Arscott, and he was like another one like Terry Smith, like that. Get that back off the ground, like it's going mad, and to look at it now, we were all like 10, 11-year-olds. You would never, they would never allow that now. But back then it was just normal to us. But obviously he's not saying it maliciously. He just wants you to, because he wants you to win. He wants you to represent the club, the colours. You know what I mean? It means a lot to them. Because remember, they're doing it for free, you know? So it's not like they can't get something out of this. Like, they got to get some bragging rights out of this at least. So yeah, no, it's real talk. But yeah, I see you stopped Jamie Duffy in the second round.
Flipping, you got back that way.
Yeah, come on, Martial aficionado. You know what I mean? You boxed Charlie Duffield. Did you boxed Javan Young as well? You beat Javan Young, my boy Javan. So yeah, you done well in the amateurs. You just said you represented the country, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Something you can hold with pride.
We got Charlie in a group chat.
Charlie Duffield.
I've been trying to be onto him. Like, I need that rematch, bro. There was a point where he goes, "Yeah, we do it at Cruiser." This time I was like heavy. I was like, nah, I'm not going up to Cruiser. But yeah, we in a group chat. We always give each other a stick and that. Yeah. Charlie's he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
After how did the Queensbury boxing come about?
That was because I took a fight. I was representing the country in amateur, and I took a fight. They paid me well, Queensbury. But what happened is this: there was a point you was allowed to do 2 fights outside of ABA at the time, Amateur Boxing Association, England Boxing, and I didn't know that rule changed. Because there was some people that was doing 2 sports. Some was doing karate, and it was representing. So you was allowed to do things outside and come back to boxing. I didn't know that rule changed. So when they offered me a good fight, I took it, got paid, and then I got a letter through the gym saying I'm banned. Like I'll say, okay, cool. When's this ban up? Indefinite. I was like,
Indefinite?
Because it was televised. So there's not even like they can't like say, all right, we'll just give you a squeeze, because now people will be like, whoa, Sinclair done it. You see what I mean? I was,
I know a lot of boxers that do Queensbury, but they go in the alias.
But there was one he got his card pulled, but I think he had way more fights than he said in another country, I heard. Then he went through a specific tournament and just looked unrealistic, smashing guys to bits, and their card got pulled.
Okay. Who's that?
It might be a person we might touch on later.
Okay. Interesting. I'm looking forward to later. I'm saying because and I think because, like I said, I was representing the country again. Yeah. If it was probably at club level, they might give you a squeeze, because I know some people that's got away with it, warnings. I know but I think because of at the time it was notable boxes, wasn't it? And like then. I think that's when ABAs was just coming off of terrestrial TV. So if you was all right as an amateur, people knew your name. Like if you was an up and coming pro.
Yeah, the finals was on BBC every year.
You see what I'm saying? So people knew you. So I think that's what kind of made it, that they said, nah, we can't even give you a blight.
How many fights did you have then? Because you looked kind of like it was a big platform, and you got a bit of press from that as well. A couple articles and
I was doing alright. I think I was killing the tickets as well. I think I can't remember, probably about 5 or 6, I think, probably. Okay. And then it got to a point where they I couldn't get bouts again, and that's when Terry goes, you might as well go pro. These are like doing your 4-rounders. So You know what I mean? Even though I think there were 5 2-minute rounds or something, I can't remember. He said, yeah, you might as well go pro. You've done an apprenticeship. So, and then, yeah, that's how it turned into that. It wasn't even an ambition to go pro.
Oh, yeah.
After when I left kickboxing and when I wanted to go pro, and I thought, I don't know enough.
Yeah.
And how long I stayed amateur. I think I turned pro at 31, 32.
Yeah, I'll be honest, like, you look like good for your age.
Yeah, you look a lot younger. Yeah, when I found out how old you was,
I was like, oh, no way.
I didn't think you would, because you look a lot younger than you are,
100%.
especially then.
I remember I first saw you at, or when I first actually saw you spar, I think it was Miguel's. So I thought, is this new spring chicken flipping prospect in the light heavyweight division? Then it was like, no, I was like, right, I was like, swear down. I was like, oh, yeah, he looks good.
Who was aspiring?
He was doing a round robin. He was like, you sparring. Craig Richards was there. Dillian was there.
Oh, okay, one of them days.
I think it was
One of them Sunday Rumble things.
Buatsi was there. Chris Congo. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Mark was there. That was your trainer.
Yeah.
Mark was there.
Do you know? I know that day now.
Yeah.
Because I said to Mark, because I always, since early days of Dylan, been me and Josh been helping him in that, because we used to be going to a guy Jimmy Manower's gym.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
We was all doing our round robins, and one of the days now, Dylan called me and said, "Look, I need your speed. Can you come spar?" And I told Mark, I said, "I'm gonna spar." He said, "No. You know, you're not ready to spar," because I was performing dead, and me and Josh done a round, and Josh we done. I think it was like 6 rounds, and Josh piped me up, and he said, "No, you're not fit enough. Yeah, you're not fit enough." I goes, "No." So then I goes, "It's all right. You don't take liberties." So then, boom, that's why he come. Okay. Because usually we just link up with all friends and do what we're doing, innit? Yeah. But he's like, no, you got a fight coming up soon. I'm coming. It's like a watch. Yeah. That's why he come, Okay. And he's like, okay, I see how it is with you lot. It's not that kind of, you see what I mean? we know each other enough to know when we can step up. You see what I mean? Yeah. And if you hurt each other, we step off. You see what I mean? So, yeah, I think that day when he's like, I said, yeah, I was sparring them lot. He's like, no. You're not sparring them back.
Big up, Mark. So you decided to turn pro. You fought Curtis Gargano.
Oh yeah.
Win over Mitch Mitchell. And then it was like I don't know if it was it a tournament where you end up in the final against my friend Dominic Felix.
Oh yeah. That was a semi.
That was a semi. What was the tournament called?
Is that Dom Felix with the dreads?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. I can't remember, but it was the final was going to be for Southern Area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. It was one of Goodwin's tournaments.
Yeah, I remember at the time.
Yeah.
So I remember the build up. There was a lot of animosity with you and Dom. So what was the problem exactly?
Oh, there's no problem. I just think he was he's just a bit better because I stopped him in the Queensbury.
Okay.
But I didn't.
You fought before?
Is that one of your opponents? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Stopped him in the second round.
Okay.
And he's had quite a bad injury, so he was he was out for like 9 months. Had his jaw wired and all that. South London thing, innit?
Yeah.
So
are you gonna want Dom to link you tonight or something?
Listen, Duane. We can meet up anytime, any place, anywhere.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and then so when we met up, I know they done their research because they was trying their hardest to make it. Like we done a little face-to-face thing, but I wasn't biting, so they didn't screen it because I was like, wait till fight night. I wasn't on it. I thought I'm not on this chatting, but now I'm on it. You get me? Before I'm not talking because it's boxing. Anything can happen, but you just gotta back yourself and understand where you're from, innit, and what you can do. So they didn't screen our face to face, but that's where the animosity was because I stopped him already.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Last time he lasted, the second time he lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was 6 rounds. And you punched it.
Was it a 10-rounder? And then yeah.
So big up my boy Dominic.
Yeah, big up Dominic.
But yeah, good win. And then you scored another TKO, and then they threw you in. Even though this guy is considered a journeyman, I know that Anthony Fox is not a type of guy you just start throwing people in with.
Yeah.
So did you feel that was a bit of a setup?
No. Before you answer that, was Dillian your manager at that time?
Yeah.
So when did he start becoming your manager? Before you answer that, sorry.
I think the fight before. I'm not sure, or that might have been that fight. Quite close to that fight, to be fair. Yeah. But no, it wasn't a setup. It wasn't a setup. It was me. I don't even want to sound like an excuse. You see what I mean? But it was definitely not a setup.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically, what it was, we was out in New York, Miami. This was on a lead up, like, because Josh Buatsi was on AJ undercard. Okay. For when he lost to Ruiz, yeah. So we was out there.
You was out there as well, yeah?
Yeah, and we was sparring, we doing whatever. And that's when the fight was offered. Yeah. So that's fine. I'm fit. I'm doing the training camp. I'm out there. But I didn't gauge the time well for when I'm come back, for the date of the fight when I come back. So time zones. Yeah. So what I'm saying, and boxing, amateurs, whatever, it's different. Like you're doing 3 rounds, isn't it? Like it's different, and I don't know. But anyway, long. So the date, it was, I didn't time it right. But when we got back to the UK, Josh, Mark, they see me how I'm training. They're like, you need to pull out, man. You're not right. You're not ready. You're still jet lagged. I'm like, no. You need to pull out. I'm like, no.
Stubborn.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, be all right. We'll kick out. To pull out. So on fight night, warming up, bro, I'm talking razor sharp. I'm like, beautiful. People that woo, people clapping like that. The other fighters, because you're cool. So the other people that you share the change room, like, woo. I'm like, I'm sharp. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharp. But I swear to you, that sharpness got left in the changing room.
Oh no!
Because when I came out, boom, ding, ding, my first jab, I was like, huh? You know when you feel like you're underwater, it's mad slow. I said, nah.
The supercell powers ran out.
I was like, nah. So basically what happened in that bout was,
it kicked in.
Yeah, it was like, the defense was there, but I couldn't, my offense weren't sharp enough. So it was just an onslaught, but he wasn't really getting through. It was just because his aggression. Because he didn't really do much. If you watch the fight, I'm on the ropes he's not getting through. But my offense was dead.
Yeah, you could. It looked like looked flat and you couldn't get off.
You see what I'm trying to say? So he done exactly what he's meant to do. Like, just because people knew I'm a boxer, so you smother them, But that's nothing I'm not used to, because it's known that that's what you try to do with boxers. So we've grown even amateurs. Jovan tried to do the same thing because they knew I boxed. So you smother. You see what I mean? And so he done the right thing. So it's nothing to say to pull away from his victory, but I just went right because I know that in hindsight, but I know that guy, his fighting style, I should have stopped him. He shouldn't even go. You see what I mean?
He is a tough guy, to be fair.
Yeah,
he's tough
but I'll stop him.
You think?
Yeah. Because of how he's boxing. It went to points.
But I'm saying, I don't remember him ever being
stopped.
stopped.
His next bout, he got stopped.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But I would have stopped him just to how he leans in, whatever. That for certain shots that I favor, he would have been eating them he couldn't eat them for 8 rounds. It was an 8-rounder. He couldn't eat them for 8 rounds. Try and get
another rematch against him?
Yeah. But well, I wouldn't say he didn't win it, but he got a better thing in it because his next fight was a matchroom fight, so he's gonna get paid good. And that's when he got stopped. I think it was one of them behind closed door bouts. Because that was my issue. I couldn't get a fight because COVID kicked in.
Yes, the garden fight.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where he got stopped. And then I think that's when Josh boxed, when Buatsi boxed Bolokniks. It was on that. So obviously I wouldn't say he didn't want it. He got a better
deal.
Payday.
You can't fault a man.
You see what I'm saying?
Feed his family and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then you decided to stop boxing. And then, is that when you decided to go for your trainers and managers licenses?
Do you know, I had the trainer's license whilst I was boxing because of helping out Josh.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you know, it wasn't even a decided to stop. It's because I couldn't get bouts. It ended up being that way. And so I just got tied up in doing other stuff. So yeah, like you said,
where did your teaching get into this? How? Because you always been teaching while you've been training, or
that was literally a separate thing. Like after I got fed up with banking, whilst I was banking, I was going into schools like once, maybe twice a week for an hour, doing mentoring, and because that was there was a scheme that came out after the London riots called Capital Men. So the mayor of London started this scheme. So you volunteered and done mentoring. So when I was doing that, that's what made me think, I want to do this properly full time. So then I went and done my PGCE, which is a 9 months course. If you got a degree, you can, whatever the degree is in, they can make you teach it, if that makes sense.
Has anyone told you sound like Joshua Buatsi? Has no one told you that?
Nah.
You sound like him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because they hung around together.
That's the thing.
No, because there's one of my friends, people say I sound like. And I ain't seen him in a while, but it's the same kind of thing because we're always together.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was a good 10, 15 years we was together every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
sorry to cut you off. Then you got the thing from the mayor.
Yeah, so then once, I think, yes, that was it. There was that credit crunch 2008, 2012.
Oh yeah.
And there was no bonuses, no. So I thought all this work I'm doing, working till 8 o'clock, some Saturdays, it's long. Let me do this PGCE, at least it's a Monday to Friday. And then that's when I done the degree. So it was before boxing. So when I started boxing, I was already teaching. Okay. No. I was probably boxing for about 2 or 3 years, and then I went into teaching. Okay. Yeah, and then but it's always been there. But the thing is, people say, how do you juggle the two? Because I was saying, when I was doing the sports, I represented the country in karate as well. So whilst I was, and I've done athletics, you know, I was on the England reserve for 200 meters. Like, that's what I'm saying. So my whole time, I've always had to juggle school, you see what I mean? Juggle the sports, So going into professional sports, doing the same thing wasn't hard. You see what I mean? So school is like your day job, isn't it? You probably extra 2 hours, then it's like going to work. You see what I mean? So I've always done stuff around school, weekends. So it never really felt like anything different, just progressed that way. Okay, you see what I mean? It's just that I didn't have.
And is that how Triumph management come about?
Yeah.
So because that's a new. So what year did you start that? Because I saw that.
It's officially new. It came out this year. Yeah. It launched
on paper.
Yeah. It launched on when Josh boxed Dan. Buatsi versus Ease. It was on that fight. But again, it was the way that we launched it. We done it quite quickly. It was a last minute decision. So if you look at the fight, you see the logos on the canvas. But we didn't do it properly in the sense that we said, like a eureka moment, and we done it. So we haven't really launched it so people know what's going on. We don't know what that meant. They would see it on the canvas, didn't know what it meant. You see what I mean? So it launched this year officially, but we're gonna do it again, I would say, because again, the way that we done it quickly, people didn't really realize. It's only people that's in the business realize that that's Josh, Duane, and Kevin Dapod. You know, people's dentist. He's the third person as well. So
and the preacher.
That's it. And we've got our.
I like that guy, man.
Yeah,
we've got a team of solicitors as well that help us. So we've got the actual everything, but it's just not been launched. So it's myself, Josh, Kevin, and a team of solicitors. So it's serious.
You need that kind of stuff for paperwork and loopholes. You're not trying to get
stung.
And looking over contracts and stuff like that. So that's very vital.
So we've got the whole setup, and our ethos is just again, because we've seen both ends of the spectrum, the small hall show and the big time boxing. It's looking at kind of protecting your career during and after boxing. Put it a bit more. So we're with the finance, etc., helping people put their money in the right places so that their money works for them. Because with boxing, you don't even know if you're gonna have a next fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even know if your next payday is gonna be the same. You don't know what's gonna happen. You could be on top of the world, then you lose. Or you'd be on top of the world and no one wants to fight you. The whole year goes by, you haven't boxed. Right. So we making your money work for you as well as looking after you in the boxing side of things.
Man, that's a lot of I like that, because I feel like a lot of people need to realize, don't throw your money in the bank, put it to work.
Yeah. Because you hear horror stories. I'm not gonna drop any names of pro boxers that because they're used to getting the fights, gambling, spending it off, gambling, and then now they stop boxing. They literally
got nothing to show for it.
They're just a civilian. All that hard work.
Yeah. Funny enough, Wayne Alexander, he's my good friend, so he won't mind me saying, because he told me that was his problem, where because he was always getting big fights and stuff, good money, he always thought, I'll get the mortgage on the next fight, I'll get it on the next one, I'll get it on the next one.
He said it on the show.
And then obviously then you get beat, no one's calling your phone, and then the money's not there, and he's like, oh man, I thought, because he remember he was preparing that, he was thinking he's going to get the Oscar de la Hoya fight because he was one fight away from that and stuff like that. So yeah, it's one of them ones where with boxing you can't predict the future. Making all these plans, as my uncle Raymond always says, don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's very important what you're saying you do.
It's now. It's now. 100% now. What get me? You can't with if you're thinking about the boxing money, there's no waiting. It's now. 100%. Because even with like footballers, you see it's similar. You see what I mean?
It can happen in any sport. You go on the football pitch, you get a broken leg, you don't recover.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
but with American football, they have that thing, that insurance thing where if they do get injured, there's this backup signing fee thing, what sort of helps them up. But that's not in a lot of sports, especially not in boxing.
That's it.
So you do have to be more cognizant of that. So where did you get the name Hot Shots from, by the way?
Do you know what that was? I'm glad you asked that, because a lot of people ask me that. They think it's a cocky thing. What happened, right? Like in amateurs, we start getting to that point where people, you want to kind of make a brand, innit? So at first, I gave myself Dazzling, like Darren Barker, because at the time he just won a world title and he was dazzling Darren Barker. And I'm glad that these people that we used to watch on TV, that I've met them and I now know them. Like that's one thing I've always said, that I'm glad about the sport, because it's like people say you don't meet your heroes, but the one I just declined meeting was Roy Jones. Because I see him, me and Josh was at Buatsi, we was at an event, I can't remember, and I can't remember what event it was, and he was commentating. It was right next to him, and just said, go say hello to him. Yeah, you love him, because he knows the fighters that I was studying, and my fighting style, what I tried to kind of copy. And he's like, I said, nope. And I just sat down, and Josh went and took a photo with him. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. But luckily, Darren Barker, all the other ones, all the other people that I've grown up watching, they've been decent people, but I weren't risking it with Roy Jones, because I wasn't trying to hate him, right? You know what I'm saying? So
he's cool. I met him in Vegas. He's actually a cool guy.
So, I don't even remember what you asked me now.
I said, how'd you get the name Hot Shot?
Oh, Hot Shot. Yeah. I was dazzling. But what happened, because I was working in a bank throughout the amateurs. Or it might have been a bailiff, but whatever one it was, because I started off doing bailiff. That was my very first job, a bailiff, and then I went into graphics. But all the jobs I had to wear a suit. So now I can't remember what tournament it was. It must have been ABA, because Terry wasn't into Haringey and all this. But so one of the newspapers, I think it was South London Press, had written something like, Hot Shot Banker or Hot Shot or whatever, and then from then that was it. It stuck. So it wasn't
self-given.
No, mine was self-given. It was called the Sergeant. So I was like, I make him drop and give me 10.
Come on,
Sergeant, tell you right, but it was fun time.
It just stuck from there. It stuck from there. I think Terry saw it and started laughing. And he said, why are you gonna go with that? Because I was like, I'm gonna put us right in it, and like they're like on the steamed up windows and that. He started laughing. Why are you gonna go with that? Because the time a fight doesn't go your way, it's gonna. I was like, nah, I'm keeping it. It stuck.
Yeah. So let's talk about, you work with Joshua Buatsi. Are you his manager as well?
Well,
advisor,
we're like it's a team effort, because I say Josh is self-managed. So really, we would all discuss certain
so it's
things.
like co-manager.
For himself. Exactly. Because again, he has the final say what he's doing with his career. You see what I mean? So we discuss things.
Yeah.
And
come to a decision.
Exactly. But again, sometimes we might discuss things, and he still goes because it's his career, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got the feedback. Yeah. So more or less. Yeah.
But you're very, I'd say you're very a pivotal part of his team over the years. You know, you've caught some headlines on some of these channels. You know, your famous line, "Behave yourself," where you said it to Andre Sterling. And then also when you got into a spat with myself, we're gonna play that in one of our clips when this goes out.
That's old news, man.
No, because people be surprised like what happened, because people still even talk about it for some reason. Because they don't even know that we're actually boys. It was just one of those things that your boys fighting my cousin, and you know.
Yeah, it was mad because that's the thing. It was all boys.
Yeah,
all of us. So it's mad. It was there, but. Both trying to pull back, don't want to make it become something, but the fight week tension is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what happened. So, but yeah, it was that was a great fight. And
very good fight.
Yeah, very good fight. And now I see Buatsi's in a real sort of needle fight with Willy Hutchinson, the Hutch train.
Okay. Is that the one that took their card?
Took the card.
Is what you said earlier about so his card got taken.
No.
I'm gonna keep asking you.
So he's in a fight with Willy Hutchinson. So can you tell us what actually happened in that room where I saw Joshua Buatsi, you know,
fisting up.
The Croydon side came out of him and he went for the choke.
Were they causing each other, choking? What's going on there?
Well, what happened? We're doing the face-offs, right? So the head-to-heads, or whatever they're called.
Gloves are off. And they done them back-to-back. So they done the zone one. Okay. And then you literally walked out the room, and the next room was the TNT one.
So basically they're kind of like the same concept, but two different channels.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Queen's.
So Willy must have been... Pause. He must have been... No, Puffy. So he must have
just say Hutchinson.
Yeah.
It's the first name.
Hutchinson. Yeah, must have been kind of getting a bit hutchy in his in the one before. And this is the thing: when they gave us the briefing and they said it about the you're going to do the zone and then you're going to do. I said, what? Is there no break? They said no. I said that's not a good idea because it's just gonna boil over from the last one, and that's basically what happened. So in the interview, in the meeting or whatever you want to call it, he's just getting a bit above himself in like name calling and pointing his finger and like and the table's small, so he's pointing his finger and Josh said, "Look, mate, you say what you want to say. That's fine. Like I'm easy. This is just an interview, but." Basically, you're not coming into my space. You're disrespecting me. You see what I'm saying?
I'm getting close to him.
Yeah, he's close and you disrespecting. He's calling him a fool, and he's like, do you know what? I'll leave it. He said, I feel like he told the host, I feel like leaving the interview, but I'm not gonna spoil it because I'm not here to be disrespected by no one. It's basically what he's saying. You'll see it when TNT's one come out.
Was it the one with Ade or?
Yeah.
What, the zone one?
No, the zone one was Ade.
Yeah.
So that's when he's saying this.
Yeah.
And then
when he goes to the next one.
When he goes to the next one, when he goes to the next one with Frampton. Yeah. So then it carried on.
Yeah.
And so he's saying the same thing. He said, "Look, do you know what? I'm not here for this to be disrespected." He's like, "You're a fool." So then he goes, "All right, cool. I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna spoil the thing." He actually says this. I don't know if they're gonna keep it on there. He says it in the interview. "I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna walk out. I'll talk to you after." And Hutchinson must have thought he was lying. So then he goes, when the camera's done, like, I know whose phone that was. I didn't know they was recorded. I would have told him to stop. Like that viral clip. I know who was filming that.
By the angle of
and they sent it to me after. They sent it to me after. I was like, oh. So anyway, So he so afterwards he just said, let me talk to you. And so when he's coming to chat to him, Hutchinson kind of grabs him But Josh is already kind of at that level because he feels disrespected, innit? So they kind of grabbed him. And then, that's when... But he grabbed his waist. So then that's when Josh kind of pushed him off, innit? But in the chokehold to hell, that's where it kind of pushed him down. You know what I mean? People were on to me after saying, look at you hovering around. Why didn't you just bang him? I thought, you know what, bro? If the fight gets postponed, I don't want to be the reason for that. You see what I mean? I was more like watching what he's doing. Because if he starts throwing shots, then I'm going to give him a couple of ribs. But then I was really looking at his mate.
Yeah, to
make sure, like making sure that whatever happens with them, between them two, is still between them two. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. But the security done a good job. Yeah, done a very good job because they didn't allow anything to get more than that and jeopardize the bout. Because
So was that after the face off on the stage? Because remember when we was at the press conference and he decided to get in Josh's personal space there, even then, and Josh had to
that was down. After.
Okay, he was like, calm down, that was
after.
Yeah, so he was getting a bit tasty there.
Yeah, it was after.
Yeah,
he's a clown. He fancies himself a bit too much, man.
Yeah, he seems like a cocky fella.
Yeah. You gotta be confident in boxing, but the disrespecting is not necessary. You know what I mean? Like you can dance around it, but I think also because of what we know how he was moving with Craig as well. It's like, nah, you're not even gonna let it get to that because, like you're saying, we all know each other, and it's nah, you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen again, mate.
Yeah,
we owe you one. You get me?
I love that.
You're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're not even. You know what I'm saying, we owe you one.
Yeah,
because even I was chatting to security, and what they told me how things went because. Respectfully, like yourself and Craig or whatever, you've kind of been quiet on it. You're not really made it a thing, but we kind of knew what was going on when Craig said what he said on the that interview. But when I spoke to the security who was there, I said, "Right, this guy really thought he was clever with how he was moving racist."
Yeah. It was an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
But what it is, Craig made it known, but then a couple of brothers and a couple of others tried to put water on the flame. They tried to make a spin like Craig's talking rubbish, so I had to call them out. They tried to say some things.
Known people in the industry.
Known people in the industry. Respected people, and I had a falling out with a couple of them. So man,
I can get why though, because you don't want that to be the narrative, but it's not about it being a narrative. It's actually what happened.
Yeah,
what happened,
it has to be.
You see what I'm trying to say?
It has to be called out.
It is the narrative because that's what happened.
You see what I'm saying?
It?
But you don't want it to. But it's just the facts. Because like I said, when I spoke to the security and he told me what was going on, and it was the thing that made it more cocky and a bit more underhanded. I won't even say underhand. I don't even know what the right word would be, but blatant,
subliminal.
Yeah, exactly. Because when it's all said and done, he's called over the security and told him what's happened. Is that rude? What do you think? Is that rude? You're talking to a black man. You know it's rude. You're not stupid. This is a multicultural country. You know what's going on.
No, but what he wanted the black man to say no. It's not say goes. Well, my black mate, Black Rob, he said it's all right. He thought he was gonna tap dance certain man was tap dancing, and I told them don't tap, and they got upset about it. You got to stand on business every day. This struggle ain't it ain't for Christmas. This is 365.
Partial.
Yeah, so I hope Josh does the business, and as you said, he gets that back for us in blood. So before that, though, there was a big build up where rumors of Joshua Buatsi was meant to face Anthony Yarde. I've been seeing your creative skills are something special.
Graphics, I
told you.
I told you.
I went on your thing. I was watching it. I was just there. Like I was on the toilet, just saying, "Wow!" Looking at your gram, just said, "Man,
like,
funny."
Is he the one that got his car took?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
But now things have got real, man. It's gone into the bush, sliding back.
Talk to us about it, man. Talk to us. Tell us why that fight has happened, or if it's gonna happen, or if we're ever gonna see it, or
Well, I hope it does. Hopefully it does. But obviously as you can see, as now it's not. Yeah. So let's rewind a bit now. Throughout time, like it's not even been Anthony Yarde, to be honest, because there was a point where we all met up, myself, Josh, Anthony, a couple of his mates, and we discussed things. How we're gonna work this and
to make the fight.
Yeah,
so
this is
all linked up. Without the suits.
100%.
All right.
This is a long time ago. You know, this is like, I think it was just after COVID or just before COVID. That was one of them hot summers. Yeah, it was just before COVID, I'd say.
Stuff,
So,
stuff we're not privy to. See, I like.
So I'm trying to say. So Yarde, he's the real fighter. He's not. I can't say nothing wrong. Hopefully he's of his word, because what he was saying and what's going on, he's the real fighter. He's not. Yeah. So it's not Yarde. That's all I'm saying.
You think it's people
Yeah,
around him.
yeah. Because there's no, and him and Josh talk separately, even to this day.
Okay.
So obviously I don't know those conversations,
But you know
but
they talk.
Josh isn't saying anything negative. So Yarde is not Yarde. Yeah, I can say that confidently, unless he's not of his word. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of how we are, we believe him, innit? So, but yeah, leading up, you had his trainer, stroke manager. They're talking about timing. They're talking about always, whenever the name was mentioned, that if you look, a lot of interviewers throughout the years were comfortable asking them about Josh. They weren't comfortable asking Josh about Yarde, because he would never entertain the conversation. But they was entertaining it. They would ask them. That's what people want to know. I'm not saying they're wrong for entertaining it, but Yarde would answer properly. I'm gonna say properly without no disrespect or whatever. But then you got the other one that wanna try to discredit to lift up your guy. We don't need to discredit anyone to lift up, because the boxing does it for itself. The resume is there. Yeah, they try to discredit. Like I listened to one of the other interviews, and he's talking about, we've got him cornered like a rat or a cockroach in Peckham. So now he needs Yarde. Now he needs Yarde. He needs him. He's cornered like a cockroach or something like that.
That was in on the Undefeated podcast with KG and Travis.
Yeah. Someone sent me the clip.
Yes.
So I'm like, right, like, is this how it's going on? Like, he wants the ratings, innit? All right, cool. And in that same interview, like, no one's talking for Buatsi. No one's talking for Buatsi. We're like, I don't need to. But then I spoke to Josh. I'm like, do you know what? They want to hear voice, innit? They're talking about no one's talking for it. But I got a lot to say. I said, just look, bro. Just allow me. I know how your thing is.
So
allow
what
me.
people want to know, so just for context, this is Tunde Ajayi we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, allow me,
And
please.
you
I know
are
how
trainer.
your thing is.
Yeah.
But allow me, please. People are taking a piss now. So he's like, he took the leash off Hotshot. So I'm like, here, I'm going to start talking. But like I said, we don't need to discredit nothing, because they've done so much talking over the years. If I backtrack, they've dug themselves a hole. You see what I'm trying to say? And like I said, I say they, but like I said, Yarde separately, he seems sound. Get me? I can't say nothing disrespectful from what I know of him and from what Josh and whatever. I can't say anything. But the mouth of the South guy, the giggle gang, why did they do that giggle thing though?
I don't know.
You're not talking about, innit?
Well,
They do a little. It's like an ad lib,
I
innit?
do that as well though, because it's a
Is it
South.
a nervous thing?
Yeah, it's a South thing.
Is it a nervous thing? It's like a
No, but Yarde's from East, though.
During the conversation, they go,
Oh, okay, no, that's not what I do. So
yeah. It's like during.
Man,
Watch
quick
it
to
now.
say it's a Nigerian
Watch it
thing.
now. No, watch it. I'm just saying that. What is that bit? Like, I'm here and that. I
It
know.
might be a Peckham thing. I don't know. It might be a Peckham thing.
I'm just asking because that's what they do. So I'm not.
Yeah, maybe they're just thinking
No,
about
but Yarde's
finding
from
funny.
down, not from far from here. He's like from East.
He's
Yarde's
East,
from East.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying, it's not like I'm saying. The fighters will be the fighters. Like I said, he's not done any. There's fighters that
No,
are
but they
clowns.
both-
He's
they
not a
both
clown. But
chuckle.
the giggle thing, I'm
Yeah, they
asking
both
about.
chuckle though.
Yeah, the chuckle.
Chuckle,
I could say
yeah.
giggle though, innit?
Yeah, giggle, chuckle, brother. Yeah, this is
All right, cool. But
It's the same-
anyway,
same thing.
So, but anyway, back to the mouth of the South. He was saying all that about Josh, and then he started saying, Josh. When I think after Josh boxed Dan, he started saying, "Look at the views on on YouTube."
Yeah.
He's saying, Yarde is a bigger star than Josh globally. Yeah, okay, that's your perspective. But he said, look at the views from Josh boxing Dan, and when he's Dan Aziz, and he's boxed and Yarde's boxed Kovalev
And
Beterbiev. I said, bro, let's look at numbers, bro. That fight has been up for 1 week. Of course, it's gonna have more views on a world title fight. The world title fights
about 3 years prior.
Yeah, they're world title fights, bro. Like, it's not. Don't say Yarde. It's because Yarde's in it. No, this is Kovalev, Crusher Kovalev, veteran of the game. He's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer at some point. Yeah, people's gonna watch it. We're talking Beterbiev, who's knocked out every single person he's boxed. People are going to watch it. All right, a credible fighter has come up to challenge them, but they're watching to see what happens with them. They're world title fights. It's not, okay, I'm saying this. When I went to we went to Yarde's bout, yeah? I say Yarde's bout, it wasn't, it was Shiraz was the headline.
Oh, Hamza Shiraz versus Liam Williams.
There we go. And Yarde was the co-main.
Yeah.
If it was a thing of how much people Yarde pulls, that would fill the arena. Plus Shiraz would fill the arena. Why was there blankets though? You know the black blankets when they cover up the seats?
What was that? Was that an O2 or Wembley? Where
no.
was it Copper Box?
I think it was Copper Box.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be this. So are you saying that you're more globally known than in your home? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I don't get that. Because when I went there, the arena wasn't full. But you're saying all these things. You see what I'm saying? And if that's the case, yeah, boom, we can put it in this perspective. You can say, oh yeah, because people won't come because of who Yarde was boxing. But he's been doing that his whole career. If you say Anthony Joshua, for example, I know that's worlds apart, but even when he started, he would fill every arena with whoever he boxed because they come to see Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
So if it was about Yarde, then it would be full.
Especially in Copper Box, because that's his
You see what I'm trying to
home
say?
stadium.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
so where he's over talking, he's digging himself a hole. Like I said, it's not Yarde ain't saying nothing. He's just doing his business, doing his job. He's over talking, but let's look at it. Like, come on now, let's look at it, put it in perspective. Let's look at it properly, subjectively. This is, you're talking madness, bro. You get me? Then he said that he's the A side. How? Now, the people that Yarde has boxed, now I'm not being disrespectful, I'm just talking the facts. Anybody in the British top, now let's forget about Kovalev and the world title fights.
Yes.
Anybody in the British top 10, let's say, or even top 5, can beat the people that Yarde have beaten. Yeah? Lyndon Arthur could beat the people that Yarde has beaten. Lyndon Arthur beat Yarde.
Yeah.
We all the people in the top 15 can beat the people that Yarde has beaten. Maybe, like I said, all right, let's be respectful to Lyndon Arthur as well. Not everybody in the top 15 might not beat him. I think they would. But anyway, everybody Yarde has beaten, top 15 can beat him, can beat those people. I don't know, I don't know. Well, I do know how come. Those fights led him to become mandatory title shots for each of those world titles. I do know.
Yeah.
Very good promoter.
And very strategic, because a thing with boxing, I think you actually mentioned it as well before, actually, that if you lose in a mandatory world title shot, you don't drop down the rankings really. You only drop a couple of spaces 100%. Where if you lose a voluntary shot, you just get wiped off the system.
But then the mandatory was through the good promoter. Got leveraged you. Well, some of the foreigners he boxed were ranked highly in their country, but not globally.
Yeah.
And that's what also can give you a lift. Can you see what I mean? But really, as boxing people, we know that those people don't lead you to a world title. The good promoter did. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
He's had the world title shots and he gave a good account of himself. You can't take that away. But you didn't deserve to be there. Yet.
And,
you see what I'm saying?
Is he definitely away from Frank Warren now? They've gone their separate ways, or they're still in a legal dispute? I'm not sure.
I believe that I don't know 100%, but I believe there's a
what's been
legal
put out
dispute.
there that we know at the moment.
Well, Yarde says he's out of contract. Frank says he's not. And
Yeah.
that's the
legal
battle.
legal dispute.
Yeah,
legal
that's
dispute.
yeah.
But I know fighters, and that this is not a new thing to happen with fighters. But I know fighters that if you knew and believed that you are correct, that's what you have your legal team for. So what you do is continue with your career and let them do the legal battle. Your career doesn't have to halt. There's 101 fighters that will tell you the same thing, that they had an issue like that. Not saying it was Frank Warren, but in any kind of contract.
It's happened before.
It has happened before, but their career doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I've never seen that.
Yeah, there was Lawrence Coley, he kept going on straight away.
Was
See what
that
I'm
when he had
saying?
his thing with Eddie?
Yeah. Yeah.
But was that for flipping contract dispute, or was
Yeah,
it-
there was
or-
one, yeah.
or-
Yeah.
But it don't need to stop, because if you believe it, if you really of hearts believe it, you got your lawyers, you're gonna pay them to do their job,
do their
isn't
job,
it?
yeah.
So why did it stop? After all this, what is it? Cornered like a rat in Peckham. When it's time and we've come to your bout now, I tell you this, and I know that it's not. I'm not saying anything out of that I shouldn't be saying.
pocket.
That night, yeah, we met up loosely with the promoters and spoke loosely. I say because there was nothing in stone, nothing was signed about how we're gonna make the fight and
Like the
what
two
we're gonna.
promoters, Frank and
Ben.
Ben.
No, well, Ben was separate, but it was George.
George, okay. George
Spoke
Warren.
about it like loosely of what kind of dates do you think, what month? Let's say, what month do you think? This and that. So it was going to happen. It was happening. That's why Josh walked up to the
ring.
corner, because it was
a
leading
ring.
up
Yeah,
to the promo, because it was happening. And then there was all these different excuses, and then the final one was the contract dispute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like I know, and you know, just said, that doesn't have to halt your career. If you really believe you're the correct person, if you really want to have the bout, that doesn't stop your career. But then there's all these other excuses that both the promoters were actually coming to, like, yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
But you threw another thing in. There was even one of them saying they don't want the fight to be in the UK. Why, bro?
Where's it gonna be?
Tell me that, please.
Oh, Saudi.
But they can have the Riyadh season, Riyadh
Wembley.
season here.
Whoa,
They're
yeah.
doing it.
They're
already.
doing it.
They've done
Yeah, they're
all
doing
over-
it now.
They're doing it all over the world. They're doing
No,
one
but he's
in-
doing it in
You
this
see what I'm
next fight.
saying?
This
Yeah.
Riyadh season.
Yeah. It could be here if that's what you're really hinting at.
Wembley
Yeah,
Stadium.
Wembley Stadium.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
before that, they got one in with Terence Crawford. So
You see what
LA,
I'm saying?
but
It could,
that wouldn't sell there though. But Wembley.
no, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
it
it
could be
I'm just
here.
saying that's not a stumbling block.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
because you probably heard the whispers that what was meant to happen was it was meant to be on that the card where it was
Crystal
a Crystal Palace.
card.
Yeah.
Selhurst Park.
You see what I mean?
Oh, is that the Josh the Reactpol fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's meant to be chief support to
support,
that. Yeah, that's what I was told initially. Yeah, so
Whispers get out, and then you just made a long. Well, it's there. The WBO before when the conversations were starting, when it was just let's call it a sportsman agreement where you was gonna fight. Then they said this legal thing. Then the WBO ordered it. Remember, the WBO ordered it
for the interim.
Yeah, and this is where Willy Hutchinson, but they pulled out. So that's where Willy Hutchinson's come in, because the WBO ordered it. And then the British Border Control ordered it for the British title, because that's what Josh has got at the moment.
Oh yeah.
But he's got the British title. They ordered that. Again, purse bids on that. Gone. Because obviously we've gone with the Hutchinson bout.
fight,
Yeah.
So it was ordered twice. It was spoken before it was ordered by the two bodies. But what's the issue, bro?
One thing I'll say, this does seem like a fight that would definitely be getting agreed on outside of purse bids, I believe.
Yeah,
So-
you don't need to go purse bids. Purse
So-
bids is the last thing you want to happen. You want one of the main promoters to hold the bout and put it on and give it the good promotion it needs. Purse bids could be any guy that's got enough money to do it. That's long.
Yeah, anyone could do it. Yeah.
You see what I mean? Yeah, you want the main promoters to do it. Simple as that. To give it its just dues, the promotion it needs, the traction it's supposed to get.
Yep.
You see what I mean? So yeah, like our slate is clean. We've done everything we're supposed to do. We even agreed 50-50, but to his eyes, no, it's not 50-50. He's whatever makes you feel happy. But as Frank Warren said, in every governing body, Josh is ranked higher than him. So at what point do you, because you've had 2 world title fights, that makes you the A side? Forget this A side, B side thing. That's what's killing boxing at the same time. But the facts is the facts. He is ranked higher than you. So he's the more valuable fighter. That's it. You see what I mean? As you've noticed, Josh is not on that A side, B side. He just wants his worth. If you notice, he was B side for Dan. He was even B side for Craig. If we're having the fight, he doesn't mind about all that.
Yeah, he walked out first. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? He don't care about that. If we're having the fight, but come on, bro. So that's not a stumbling block. Get me?
Yeah, I hear that, man. So
so it's good to know that we're hearing from someone in, Joshua Buatsi team. So it's not hearsay, it's not this or that. So it's good to hear from somebody in the camp for all our viewers, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on to the penultimate round where we have the series of questions.
Shit.
You know how this goes. So yeah, man. So let's get ready. Hit that bell. Red corner or blue corner?
Red.
Left hook or straight right?
Ooh, straight right.
Everlast or fly?
Everlast.
Definitely.
Cleto Rays or Grants?
Grants.
Rival or winning?
Winning. No, rival.
But
I don't know.
A lot of people don't even have access to winning. I don't see a lot of people. If you ask someone, like, I've got to wait for it to come.
Now, but what they do, they use it in training.
Yeah, training.
Yeah.
Because it's safer.
I hear them now, I need to wait. It comes from China or this and that. It's like, no one can really get in the UK.
Yeah, you got to order it. You got to order it.
Yeah, go winning. Yeah, let me stick to my first answer, winning.
Yeah. Paffin Sports or RDX?
RDX.
Leon or Venom?
Leon.
Yeah, I like that. Look at them ones. For boots, Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Everlast boots or Lonsdale boots?
Oh my gosh, you got to the gutter. Everlast.
No, you can't say that, bro.
Don't say that. Hey.
I'm just saying, those are the first boots we had.
Yeah,
Everlast or Lonsdale. But Everlast was the ones they last.
Yeah.
Even though I've heard in the States they call them never last.
Never, really?
Yeah, but they last. Yeah, they remember manufacture them different.
Them
I don't know.
States, they do this like different boots. They make it for everyone, like platforms, and you see.
Oh, okay.
No respect. You see flipping Terrence Crawford wearing them. And
Yeah. I think Everlast alright, man. I use them like, you see, if I'm doing like not just boxing, you might be doing circuit, might be doing. I put on Everlast. They got a good grip. They got
for like burpees and.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Squat thrust and all.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. York Hall or Wembley Arena?
York Hall.
O2 Arena or Copper Box?
O2.
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Oh my God. Trust me.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Oh my God.
Drake or Kendrick?
Drake. I'm trying to revive this guy, man. By myself, this young guy in London by himself. Drake. Nah, Drake's features are crazy. I don't.
Drake's
Kendrick.
to be honest, how do you even pick that? Are we going by hits for hits? Are we going by what they've done?
I don't even Drake's albums. I don't even know. I'm talking about his features. I don't even know his albums like that. It's his features. Drake is when he's on someone else's track, he's not having it.
Yeah, it's whatever you like.
God, whatever you like. Go where you want to go. It's up to you, bud. Go.
Bryson Tiller or Brent Fairs?
Fires.
I say Fires because of Tiller's sound like he try to be like lanes.
Yeah.
I'll say
that new track he's got in it.
Yeah.
Brent Fire. Yeah. Future or French Montana?
I say Future. There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah. 50 Cent or P Diddy?
50.
No Diddy, man.
No Diddy.
Trying to catch you out there.
Skeng or Skillibeng?
That's a good one. I'm gonna say Skilly.
Okay. Massacre or Alkaline?
Alkaline.
I'll go Massacre. Vibes Cartel or Movado?
See, my view changed on that, you know.
Vibes, man.
Yeah, I would have said
Movado was just here the other
Movado.
day
Yeah,
in Croydon.
yeah, I would have said Movado, but I'm gonna say Vibes now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Beanie Man or Bounty Killer?
Bounty.
Steph London or Jada Kingdom?
Backside. I would say Steph.
Shensia or Spice?
Shin.
Nole or Trillery Banks?
I'm going home.
You can't set man up like that.
Nah. Hey.
Next. So I was even meant to warn you. I always warn my guests. I swear them. Did not forget to warn them. I was just be careful.
Hey.
Fan, and usually he hasn't even done
What
the
you
self-
got? You
he
don't
hasn't done
really
the
research
self-question
this
for
thing,
time.
innit? Hey.
Yeah.
Nah.
We'll
You
just say- we'll
demon.
You can plead the fifth, man.
I'm just
We need to start getting drinks in so they can shot.
I'm just doing music.
I'm saying no, Lee.
No, like,
I don't care.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
You
I
make
like
me
that.
sick.
I like that. Home team.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, I like
Just
that.
no, Lee. That's
Yeah.
it.
Ali or Tyson?
Ali.
Oh, yeah, Ali, man, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Burna Boy or Wizkid?
Burner.
Thames or Tiwa Savage?
You gotta go
Thames.
Thames, man. Tio Savage she's
Yeah.
too old. She's not old, so she's not too old. But she's like getting on 40.
See, that's the problem in the UK. You get to a certain age, everyone says, "Oh, you're too old and you're washed." In America,
No, but I didn't say she's washed. I just said for what I'd like. I didn't say she's washed, but if I were to date one of them, I'd want to go.
Oh, is that, I'm talking about music.
I thought it was music.
Oh, okay, so I thought I was talking about No. She's father wash. I love her music. Even her latest track in the Sake, I loved Tia Savage.
Save yourself, brother. We must stay focused. We must stay focused. Politics old tonight.
You lot got me.
Jack Johnson or Joe Lewis?
Joe Lewis.
Ray Robinson or Ray Leonard?
I have to go with my era Leonard.
Michael Buffer or Jimmy Lennon Jr.?
Ooh. It's showtime.
Bro, I love Buffer, but that Showtime era, bro.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
you gotta go with Jimmy. You gotta listen to Jimmy.
This old school, innit?
Yeah.
Just
But
the
I don't
tone.
like when you see him now. It's like he can't say the Showtime when he does certain shows.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
annoying.
because
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
fight time or it's time. Like, bro,
Yeah, yeah.
you should have trademarked. You were
Showtime.
sleeping. What was you doing?
Fight fast. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Mills Lane or Steve Willis?
Mills Lane. Mills Lane. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Better Beef or Bivol?
Can you pronounce
Bivol.
that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, Joey.
It's Bivol. Yeah,
I
Bivol.
used to always say Beterbiev.
I say Bivol. I think he's the harder one.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sebastian Fondora or Errol Spence?
When's that fight going down? Is it October or is it should been announced?
November.
November.
Sebastian.
Okay. Terence Crawford or Madrimov?
Crawford.
Canelo or Edgar Berlanga?
I'm surprised when that got made. You know?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Canelo.
Yeah, I think he's gonna knock him out. Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez?
Are we gonna see that fight soon?
Ooh.
Don't know. Hope so.
I think Teofimo.
Okay.
Devin's still undefeated, isn't it?
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis?
I'm gonna say Shakur.
AJ or Dubois?
AJ.
I was going to ask Buatsi-Hutchinson, but I know you're going to say Buatsi. So, Derek Chisora or Dillian White?
Dillian.
Tom Aspinall or John Jones?
That's the He needs to stop calling John Jones.
John Jones.
He needs to stop calling him out.
But I don't like the way these refs are doing these mad premature stoppages. He just does a couple times and
Yeah,
they jump all over.
they're
this is
scared.
UFC. It's not.
No, but these punches are not. But he's you got to wait for the man to sag. My man weren't even sagged on the camp. He was kind of getting up, and he just jumped on him straight away. That was annoying yesterday. BMW or Mercedes?
Mercedes,
Audi or Lexus?
Audi,
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Woo. Bentley,
Dark skin or light skin?
both.
Like
I like that. I like that.
We ain't got that before.
Slimline or curvy thick?
In proportion.
Wow, this man's political. Natural or surgery?
Natural.
Yeah. Garage or house?
Garage.
Salsa or rumba?
Salsa.
Drum and bass or no, go on.
No. Did Josh do a bit of salsa? Did he do salsa? Or was that Dan? Or am I
That's
thinking the wrong
Dan.
person?
That was Dan,
Yeah. Drum and bass or jungle?
Jungle.
Yeah. R&B or hip hop?
Oh, that's a nice one. Hip hop.
Slow jams or new jack swing?
Slow jams.
Dancehall or Afro beats?
Dancehall.
Reggae or revival?
Revival.
Soca or calypso?
None.
Wow. Wow. You would
No,
say
but
that.
I'm not even coming from that kind of standpoint. Like, it's just, when it comes on,
I like it, but obviously certain, like carnival times,
Yeah.
and certain party vibes in the park and stuff like that. I
only
wouldn't-
30-minute section. What do you call it? Segment, though. Not all this 2 hours of. I can't handle that.
When all the aunties, they love it.
Yeah, they love it.
They don't listen to the lyrics, man.
Oxtail or peppered steak?
Lord, oxtail.
Curry goat or curry chicken?
Curry goat.
Jerk chicken or brown stew chicken?
Jerk.
Hardo bread or cocoa bread?
Hardo.
Festival or dumpling?
Festival.
Where is it?
The fish questions. Oh, so
No, but he's Jamaican,
yeah.
so what we're gonna do? Snapper or
Yeah.
parrotfish
Brilliant.
or sea bream. Everyone's gonna say snapper. Evian or Volvic?
Ooh. Evian.
Voss or Fiji?
Fiji.
DJ EZ or Black Coffee?
Why black coffee?
Lucasade Sport or Wow Hydrate?
Wow.
Granaries or Q Club? You remember that?
Granaries.
Is that the one? What's his name? Alexander was. He said he used to go there.
Yeah. He used to go. That was his spot when he was a man.
Granaries is a credit jet, bro.
Yeah, that is like a staple. Everyone's got to
Yeah.
pass through them doors at some point. Big up my boy Fire. He now owns that club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I remember Roxbury's as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a big. I remember I went there for Jamaican independence, which was like on my day for my birthday or something. So yeah. Where have we gone? Nando's or Roosters?
Nando's.
True flavors or refills?
Refill.
You gotta say true. You gotta say true flavors or new things.
Oh, new things, yeah, now because that's taken over now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's like seen as the number one now. Yeah.
Oh, well, you mean take? I thought you said someone's taking it over. So
Yeah. I mean, like they're better. They're rated as higher than True Flavors now. From
But you know, True Flavors only get because things close so early. I feel like they get the customers go True Flavors because new things is closed. They close early.
Oh no, but Refill get all the customers because they're 24 hours.
Yeah, they're 20. That's like the gritty customers.
Yeah, but that's the only reason why they're surviving is through their times, their work rate.
Yeah.
So you got to give it to them. They're like, we can't cook as good as you, man, but we're gonna outwork you, man.
They're applying that Joe Joyce pressure in it.
Joe Joyce
Joe Joyce. That's what they're on, bro.
Juggernaut. They're Juggernaut getting his punches. Boy. Croydon or Fulton Heath?
They're one and the same. I know they don't act like it is now, but it is, man. It's the same, man.
All right. East Croydon, West Croydon or South Croydon?
West.
Train or tram?
Train.
Tram, that didn't take.
I don't even know if I've ever been on a tram. I think I've done it once when it first dropped, and I was like, ah! But nah.
I went credit in college, so I used to use the tram a lot.
Gully or Gaza?
I have to say Gaza.
Ninja Man or Super Cat?
That's a good one, you know. Both.
Sizzler or Capleton?
Capleton.
Adonia or Mr. Vegas?
Adonia.
John Holt or Beres Hammond?
I'm gonna say Beres.
Dennis Brown or Garnet Silk?
Dennis.
Yeah. Tiger or Papa San?
Tiger.
Real.
Coffee or Chronics?
Chronics.
Lady Saw or Patra?
Lady Saw. You're going in though, I'm not gonna lie.
Covered. Valiant or Baker?
Valiant.
TJ or DeMarco?
DeMarco.
Dexter Daps or Popcorn?
Popcorn.
And then last one, do you prefer city life or countryside?
Oh, Tina, damn. I'm torn between, but I'm gonna go city. I'm starting to like country, but I'm gonna say city because it's the country thing is just starting to warm to me recently. Yeah, but yeah, city.
I prefer the country because you can just, you know, F about in the city, then just go back home. You know what I mean? So I have to try back at home.
Yeah, I get you. But I'll get itchy fingers and I need to quickly be able to go and do something quickly.
Hustle and bustle.
Yeah, I like to have my produce near me. Because I know a lot of my friends who've moved out, they're saying, you know what I mean? They got to come back to they got to come back to Lewisham or Peckham or wherever because they ain't no Aki and they ain't getting no snapper, no planting.
Yeah, that's the only downfall. What you're saying right there, because when you start living in them kind of areas, you got the one Caribbean or African person and it's absolutely raping the community.
Yeah.
Got no compares.
Grape. By the way, this is YouTube. They're mad with the digging. But thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Big
man.
ups,
It's fun
each and every time. And let everyone know, are you up to anything now? Latest and greatest. Anything to look out for?
Yeah, well, as you're saying, 21st September, Wembley Stadium. Josh Buatsi-Hutchinson's out, Willy Hutchinson. We're doing our own sort of cleansing his mind.
Yes.
Yeah, cleansing his mind.
Like a dark room for
like just saying, you might maybe you'll find a dark corner, smack himself and say sorry, but unlikely. So yeah, we're gonna cleanse his bigoted warped mind, and we're gonna move forward. You see what I'm saying? But properties, get at me. Property finance. Anything, bridging loans, development loans, mortgages, remortgages,
I've done my research. Financial advisor, expert.
I'll be able to, I'll sort you out. We got.
Are you a private company? Yeah,
you work for yourself
independent. It's independent. Yeah.
Okay. I might have to talk to you about something.
Yeah, we can. But yeah, we got even like we call white label products because of having good relationships with lenders. So they might pull out a rate at the back pocket. You see what I mean? So,
so you say not the rates that we're getting from the banks and stuff?
No.
Saying them Jewish man rates, yeah? I like that.
And even as you say with the Triumph, any fighters up and coming, we look at all levels because, like I said, we've looked at grassroots and obviously the high end boxes. So yeah, we're there to help. And for myself, even I'm just I'm contemplating making that return, man. It's been the highest. And I'm looking at the landscape, and I'm like, like you said earlier, my age doesn't represent my body.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Trust me, if you feel
and
like
I'm looking, yes, what I'm saying, and I'm looking at, and I'm like, I can grab something domestic. I must. We're looking at it, but it might just be a bit too much because of the sacrifice. And like I say, I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm just doing it out. I'll be doing it out of just because I love the sport,
That's
not
what
because I
saying.
need to.
There's a little itch there. Thinking,
You see what I'm trying to say?
Grab that time.
You see what I'm saying? It's not because I need to. It's just because I love the sport. Because the stuff that I'm doing, like I'm learning a lot. I'm excited with stuff we're helping Josh and other fighters, and as you say, with the property stuff, even the schools, having a good time. So it's just weighing it up to whether or not it's worth the sacrifice, because like, you know, there's a lot of sacrifice to be able to perform to your potential.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
I mean, so,
and talking about, as you say, going from grassroots upwards, well, we see that even it's kind of meshes, because just yesterday we had Tony Yoka, the Olympic gold medalist, on a grassroots show, Black Box Global. Big ups to Dean White for yesterday. I've seen you've been doing commentary gigs on there as well. Quite a few times. I've done it once, but you've done it a lot of times. You know what I mean? Doing good stuff.
Commentator
so up and coming commentator. So
Thank
got to slot that one in there as well. So man. Is there any prospects you're looking at for the Olympics in the GB boxing? Because right now the Olympics is on as well, so this is a good time. Anyone you've got your eye on?
Do you know what? Look at for GB. Look at Isaac Oko. Do you remember Chris Oko?
Yes.
He was Commonwealth champion.
And he's very avoided. I remember
he was. His son.
Yeah.
Southpaw.
Cold.
Yeah.
Cold. So I hope he does well.
What's his name, Chris?
He's Isaac.
Isaac
Oko.
Sorry, Danny's Chris.
He was called into a couple of AJ's camps.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cold. So
Anyone you got your eye on?
No one specifically, but I'll be watching the landscape.
I'll say look out for Pat Brown at middleweight. Look out for Delicious Ori at super heavyweight.
I've heard of this kid.
So man, and also Lewis Richardson as well for Team GB. So man, keep an eye out for them. But man, let everyone know your social media. Look into that camera and
Hotshot Sinclair everywhere. That's it.
That's
Hotshot Sinclair everywhere. If you're looking for that professional look on LinkedIn, it's Duane R. Sinclair. You find me and talk to me about properties. I help you get that property that you're after. Buy to let, residential, HMO. Don't worry, I don't dress like this all the time. Most of the time I'm in a suit.
No, you are. You're
very
very professional.
Yeah,
very
most of the time I'm in a suit.
So I like that. And yes, guys, you can find us on Fight Fan TV Live on Instagram, TikTok, on Twitter. You can find me at Danny Glover FFTV. You can also find me on Instagram at Danny Glover _EST.
You can find me on Instagram, LexOBM, and that's it.
Triumph SMGT as well on Insta.
Okay.
Absolutely. And there you have it, guys. It's another episode of The Neutral Corner. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex.
And today we had our guest, Hotshot Duane Sinclair, and it's proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know what it is.